Hello friends, this is the video in which I'll be discussing some of the important MCQs on skeletal system. Coming to the first question, total number of bones in human skull. They are 22. So friends, don't forget that human skull has 22 bones, but the cranium has 8 and the face has 14. Different MCQs will be asked regarding how many bones are there in the cranium and how many bones are there in the face. So we quickly revise these bones. See, total skull bones are 22 and the skull bones, cranial 8. So name of these 8 bones are frontal, which is 1, parietal, there are 2 bones, temporal 2 bones, occipital is 1, and ethmoid is 1 and sphenoid is 1. Let us see these bones in the diagram. Some of the bones can be visible over here. This is the parietal bone, this is the parietal bone, this is the frontal bone. Parietal bones are 2 in number, frontal bone is here. Then we have sphenoid can be seen here. Another side of the skull also, one sphenoid bone will be there. Then we can see occipital bone here. This is occipital. This is temporal. Temporal is one more on the other side. Then some of the bones are not visible here, like ethmoid is not visible, and sphenoid is visible, yes. Now the facial bones, they are 14 in numbers. Inferior turbinals 2, maxilla 2, then malar bones are zygomatic 2, nasal 2, palatine 2, lacrimal 2, vomer 1, and mandible is 1. So this is how you have to answer the MCQs. If facial bones are asked, you have to say 14. If cranial bones are asked, you have to write 8. Next question. Vertebral column of humans have how many vertebrae? 33. Sacrum 5 bones and coccyx 4 bones. You remember, coccyx is a fused bone which contains 4 bones and sacrum also contains 5 fused bones. Now, total bones in vertebral column 26. So see, if we consider sacrum as 1 bone and coccyx as 1 bone, then we subtract 33 minus 4 here we subtract and 3 here we subtract. So we subtract 7 out of this. This makes 26. This is how we say the total bones in vertebral column are 26 and total number and the vertebrae, actually they are 33, but if we consider the fused vertebrae as 1, then they are 26. So you have to answer accordingly how the question is asked. Vertebral formula of human beings is C7, T12, L5, S5, and this is CD4. C7 means cervical 7 vertebra, T12 means thoracic are 12 vertebra, L5 means lumbar are 5 vertebra, S5 means sacrum 5 fused vertebra, and the coccyx is made up of 4 bones. This is how we say the vertebral formula of human beings. Next question is, which vertebra bears whole weight of skull? So the answer will be atlas, and we have studied about these bones, atlas and axis, in our previous videos. Axial skeleton is made up of, you should know the difference between axial and appendicular skeleton. So the axial skeleton is made up of skull, vertebral column, and sternum, and the appendicular skeleton will contain the long bones. The bone which is U-shaped, the answer is hyoid. Hyoid is a U-shaped bone. It is somewhat attached here. If we see the skull a little after tilting, then you can see it like this. It is attached over here. Cannot be seen in this view of the skull, but somehow you can imagine it to be here. Number of floating ribs in human body are 2 pairs. Then the foramen magnum and occipital condyles are found in. The answer is occipital bone, and where they are found, I have given you this diagram over here. This is the view of the skull seen from inside, where you can see these teeth and all. This is the occipital bone, and this is the foramen magnum. The foramen magnum, and these are the occipital condyles. So just to show you, I have given this diagram. The next question, the acromion process articulates with. The options given are scapula, clavicle, ribs, vertebral column. So the answer is clavicle. Let us have a look at the diagram. See, this bone as a whole is scapula, and this part is known as the acromion, and the clavicle is attaching here, so this is the acromioclavicular joint. Here the head of humerus is articulating with the glenoid fossa or the glenoid cavity of scapula. This is the clavicle. So our answer is clavicle, because the acromion process is articulating with the clavicle. Next question, the cup-shaped cavity for the articulation of head of femur is called acetabulum. This cavity is found in the pelvic bone where head of femur will articulate. Next question, in humans, radius and ulna bones are, the options given are completely fused together. Second option is completely separated. Third option is fused in the middle and separated at both ends. And the last option is separated but united at both ends. So the answer is D, separated but united at both ends. As you saw in our diagram in the previous videos, radius and ulna, they are only united at the both ends, and actually they are separated. Only an interosseous membrane lies in between. They are not united in the middle. So these were the important MCQs in skeletal system. Thank you for watching.